All right, guys, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Good morning. All right, let's go over my trade. Let's do a recap. So today was a choppy morning. It was just going all over the place. Didn't uh, Trying to figure out where to put my buy order or sell orders. So let's go over what happened this morning. So this is what I made a mistake this morning. Um, So when I woke up this morning, I seen that it was already touching at 1 to 1s. I knew I should have put a sell order here, but for some reason I don't know why I was hesitating. And all the time when there's a red fib and a 1 to 1s, this is indication that it's going to go to the downside. And here, this is what the issue is, that here at this portion here, this is what it could fake you out and make you lose profits. So this is what I'm gonna go over here, because this is what I also took some trades, and I knew I shouldn't take any taking any more trades at that location, but I was already down like $110. So let me change this to all right. So here, this is why I messed up in the morning. So on the 14-2, 1 to 1s, yellows. So if you look at my, let's see, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Here we go, right here. So it was right here at this location, and it was bouncing at red fibs. So this line was basically representing this 14-2 right here. So I don't know why I hesitated. I don't know why I didn't put my sell order at red fibs. I had my sell order here at 1 to 1s, but um, I was just I, I don't know why I was just overthinking it too much, and I was just overthinking, and and the yellow dots is somewhere around here. This appeared when this went up a little bit, and then when it touched yellow dots, this one came in. So I was like, oh man, I put I put a sell order here at this yellow dot, but then again, I was hesitating to take a sell trade. I don't know why. I was just thinking about it too much. My mind was just thinking it's just gonna pretty much come down, hit blue fibs, and come back to the upside and basically break all this. Sometimes that could happen. Um, Even though the green bands is in between the broken bands, sometimes this could fake you out, and then it will just continue go to the upside. So that's one thing was playing in my mind, that this probably could fake me out and continue to go to the upside, and probably continue to go all the way up to red fibs here. So that's the reason that I was kind of like, I was placing my order, then I would just cancel it, placing it, cancel it. So I was just going back and forth, and I just said, you know what, let's just like think about this way to see what happens in the open. So this right here, this happened at 9 o'clock um, Eastern time. So um, I knew it. Right now I'm just like, I don't know why I'm second guessing myself, and I already knew this will come to the downside because this was still solid red. Then you have the 1 to 1s, so then you have diversions. So this was helping me out to the downside. So yes, I missed this great opportunity to the downside. So now let's go over the trade. So hit the yellows 1 to 1s. It was hitting the 1 to 1s. So I already knew this will come to the downside, and sure enough, it came all the way down. Came all the way down. So this right here was a mistake of placing this order. I knew I should have waited for the pullback to the pink band, and then write it all the way down. But for some reason I put it right away here at this blue fibs, even though it didn't turn red yet. But eventually this will turn red, and this is what happened. But this was a mistake. I should have put it here at the band because I already knew that this was continuing to the downside. You had the yellow one to ones, you had red bands, background was red, so this was helping me. So this part right here, this push up was this right here. So once I seen that in the 14.2, I already knew that this was going to continue to the downside and hit right here at this fibs, and that's what I made a mistake because I placed another order, I added order. So I had it hit my TP1, so I came down and it was just bouncing on the bands, and I knew that was going to hit this fibs here. So I had my TP1 here, so I thought it was going to continue to the downside. So I came back up and then I placed another sell order, thinking that it's going to come down and break this fibs here. But I was wrong because then right away when I was looking at this my 14.2 chart, this was still solid green. That was still supporting it. This was still blue. Uh, this right here was still that turned red. So I don't know if you can see that, but that was red. And so basically, it hit Fibonacci here at the 14.2. So once they hit that and then it came up, I was already thinking, oh man, this is basically go to the upside now. And so sure enough, it kind of went up to the upside. So right now it's bouncing off the one to ones. So what I did is it X me out here. I moved my stop loss. I had it up here, so I moved it right away because I don't want to be negative more than $200. So I moved it really quick, and it stopped me out. So then I noticed that it was bouncing on the Fibonacci on the blue band. This already turned green. You have diversions, so this got smaller. So I already knew that it's gonna continue to the upside. So I placed another buy order here, going to the upside, and I should have just moved my TP1, TP2 closer to yellow dots, but it was just hesitant. It was not moving. It was just thinking it was going down, going up, going down. So it was that. I was like, oh man, Pike's gonna stop me out. So I thought I was gonna basically. Let me go to that. So I thought here was representing. Let me see if I could get my indicators marks. So let me see, where am I? Hmm, where is it at? Where did I mark it? Did I? I'm sorry, guys. Hold on for a second. Oh, okay. Here we go. So, all right. So when I was so buy order, just hit my TP1. Okay, here we go. So I had a buy order here, and it was going to the upside. So basically, I seen this divergence here. So usually, sometimes we'll hit this and come back down. So what I did is I moved my TP1, TP2 all close together, and I moved it like almost in between. Sometimes I'll just break this and go up a little bit and come down. Usually, sometimes will not touch divergence, but it did. But anyways, like this part right here represents on the 5-1 chart is the one to ones, the yellow dots. So it's this right here. So this is what's marked right here. Yeah, so trying to figure out. Yeah, here we go. So this right here. Um, so buy order came up. Here we go. This is it right here. I'm sorry. So this portion is this yellow dots, the one-to-ones. Because I remember now. Okay, now this is my other mistake I made. I just noticed this right now. So sometimes it will come up, come down, hit. Once it breaks the yellow dots, now this acts like a support to the upside now, but not all the time. So this is what my mistake that I did is I placed a buy order here at the yellow dots, thinking that it's gonna go up and continue to the upside to this Red Fibonacci. I already had my TP1, TP2 all close together here at this portion, but it did not go up to the upside. It came down and all the way down. So I already knew that's gonna hit fibs. So my buy order should have been better at fibs here. So um, so this is my mistake. This is a lesson learned. Um, I was just basically trading off the one-to-ones, but sometimes it's like a 50-50. It will work, sometimes it will not work. So I usually don't trade on a buy orders. If I see that, I take that back. I do trade off of the yellows of the one-to-ones only if this yellow dot is closer to the fibs. Like if this fib, the yellow dots was closer to the fibs, I'll put the buy order here. If this yellow dots was closer to the red fibs, then I'll put a sell order here. But if it's in between, so this is like a 50-50 that sometimes it will work or sometimes it will not work. And sure enough, it didn't work. It came all the way down, so I placed another buy order here right away. And then I move all my TP1, TP2 to the yellow dots because it's bouncing off of the yellow dots and X me out, and I made a profit of $80. And so once I was already negative 110, and then I was negative $30. So then I made a profit of $80. So I just gonna walk away, and I was not gonna take no more trades because usually sometimes what we'll do is if you do another buy, if I put a buy order, of course this will benefit me, but it seems like it's um, you know sometimes when you if I just say if I did take a buy order here and it will just fake me out and go to the downside and just continue all the way down, and I would have lost my $80 profit, and then I'll be on the hole again of $200 probably. So that's why I didn't want to take any more trades. It was just bouncing all over the place. Uh, this morning it just crazy moves this morning, and trying to figure out what's going to be my good spot to put my buy and sell orders. So yeah, so that was my trade this morning, and so now it's just it almost reached. Let's see, yeah, almost reached. See, I see when I see like I was telling you, once you see this, the yellow dots and the red fibs, that's an indication that's going to go to the downside. But fortunately, it did not move. Did not reach all the way to red fibs. If I would have put a sell order here, I probably wouldn't get filled. Um, but yeah, I moved all the way down, broke Fibonacci that turned red already. Then you had the yellow dots one-to-ones. So this is going to continue to the downside now. But this is what's I'm hesitant now. See this? This is this band here represents this band right here. So this is your support. If this is still blue, it's not going to continue. The only way that I will take this straight to the downside, if this will, if I need this to break and then come down, turn red, both of the bands, Fibonacci, come back up, and then I'll probably put my sell order at this location here because usually sometimes it will just come down all the way down and then come back up and break the fibs again, and then bounce at the one to ones yellow dots. So basically, we'll do something like this. So it will come down, break this. This will turn red, go all the way down, hit this Fibonacci, come back up, and then it will break it again, and then we'll hit this Fibonacci with the yellow one to ones, and then come back down again. Or sometimes we'll just break, bounce, bounce here, then come down again. So it's like sometimes you have to if once you study the ES, that's what I trade all the time, and once you know their habits of where they bounce at and what they do, um, you could basically uh, get good trades, good entries. Like I said, remember I was telling you, they'll once it comes down, it always breaks the first one and bounces at the second one. So now it's just bouncing the one to ones, then bouncing again. So now this part right here, it's just gonna just continue bouncing here. Probably gonna bounce like pretty much all day. Probably maybe noon or something like that. We'll probably break it. Probably just continue to the downside. But I already finished my day. It's already 11 East Coast time, so it's I only trade um, the market opens to for me it's 8 o'clock. So uh, I'll just I'll just trade the when the market opens. Like I see now it's coming down. It's gonna basically bounce here again. But see if you look at the 14.2, so it came up, did not touch fibs, and then it's gonna break this. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think. Follow me, subscribe, and have a good day. Oh, one more thing, I'm probably not gonna trade tomorrow. Usually nobody trades Fridays because it's like gonna be a long weekend. Mondays markets close. Usually Mondays it's a holiday, but for futures it is open, but they close at noon. But it moves super. I'm telling you, like super slow on Mondays when there's a holiday. So I'll probably not trade tomorrow. I don't know. So maybe I'll trade tomorrow, maybe not. But usually when there's like a holiday, they like a lot of people like to uh, do a 4 day weekend. So usually sometimes when there's a holiday on Mondays, um, nobody trades on Fridays. So it could be also it could the market probably move slow tomorrow too. So I don't know. Who knows? I'll probably look at it. If I don't see if the market's moving slow, I'll probably not take no trades. Um, but other than that, if you don't see no postings for me for tomorrow, then I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right. Have a good day and have a good weekend. Just keep on hustling and grinding, people. All right. Talk to you guys later.